name's Daniel, and today I'm going to be talking to you about ICT in teaching. Steve Jobs once said that what's wrong with education cannot be fixed with technology. This is a man who had a vested interest in selling computers to schools, saying that technology is not the answer to every question. As 21st century teachers, we will be using technology in schools as will our students. It has become a vital part of developed life in developed world. A common joke about Maslow's hierarchy of needs puts Wi-Fi as more vital than basic physiological needs such as food, shelter and water. But an important part of life springing up out of nowhere and changing so rapidly in front of us, it's easy to forget that some of the common problems with regards to teaching using ICT. One such issue is a shift towards Googling it, being the answer to everything. While the internet is a massive source of previously unavailable, now easily accessible information, an issue now lies in terms of academic rigor and student engagement with assessment. In the past, research for an assignment was a slower process. It took time and effort to gather information. Now that students use Google, it is a short-term exercise aimed at locating just enough information to complete an assignment. One study found that students are 94% likely to use Google in a research assignment, while only 12% likely to use textbooks. I fully recognize the irony of the fact that I used Google as the sole source of information for this assignment. The issue here is not Google itself, but rather the nature of research and information. The internet is a vital source of information for all academics. However, there is also a vast amount of information that is uncredited, not properly researched or inaccurate. 21st century teachers who are looking to properly incorporate ICT in the classroom need to be vigilant about showing students how to research. Show them what sites and sources are accurate and have good information, such as research papers, journal articles, or government documents, and show them what sites to avoid, such as Wikipedia. In a world that is rapidly changing with technology, students need to know how to effectively use it in order to exist in a 21st century environment.
I'm Joshua Cross, and I'm going to be talking about ICT and the 21st century students. Student learners of the 21st century need to achieve engagement through challenges and stimulation within various mediums. In the 21st century, students are avid users of technology. Today's students have had the world at their fingertips, and with the click of their mouse, they have the opportunity to experience learning resources that wouldn't be possible without the advancement of technology. 21st century students are preparing themselves for jobs that are still yet to be created. In these jobs of the future, they will be using technology that hasn't even been made yet, and so therefore it is of the highest importance that students are provided the opportunities and the necessary support to use their creativity within technology. The incorporation and use of ICT in the curriculum is essential to the success of the students of the future in any of their career paths they might choose. The 21st century has been a span of time acknowledged for its use, growth and development of technology. The classrooms of today differ greatly from the classrooms of the past. If one were to enter in your standard 21st century classroom today, amidst various others, you would most likely find a few computers and laptops, a couple of iPads or Android tablets, and most likely an interactive whiteboard at the front of the room if you're in a well-off school. With the new careers that the students are preparing for, teachers absolutely need to be creative, proactive, and resourceful in their teaching. A 21st century teacher can't afford to just stand at the front of the room and talk. These teachers of the 21st century need to be more tech-savvy and more open-minded if they desire to be an effective teacher. Utilising technology within the instruction of the classroom means more than just teaching general computer skills and software programs in a weekly computer class. Effective tech integration must occur across the curriculum in new ways that is shown through research to deepen and enhance the learning process. It must especially support 4 key components of learning: active engagement, participation in groups, frequent interaction and feedback, and connection to real-world experts. Effective technology integration is best achieved when technology is used routinely and transparently, and when technology supports the set curricular goals.
Hi, my name is Luke Chilcott, and I'm going to be talking about ICT and how it's affected flipped learning in the 21st century. The tools and capabilities of ICT have supported 21st century learning in many ways, and one of those ways is to support the new method of teaching classes by flipping the classroom. ICT helps flipped learning because it can be instant and things can be edited on the spot. Whereas without, you would have to wait for the next day to change something in a file under discussion, and you wouldn't be able to visually see the content in front of you. ICT allows the student to get through all the introductory content at home, answer the set questions given by the teacher that the class will discuss the next day, which in turn allows for greater discussion and thought process to be had during school hours. Mediums such as wikis, blogs, forums, podcasts, and website tutorials have opened up a whole new world of innovation and creativity. The teacher can teach on a holistic level and be a teacher for the class and a teacher for the student, a personalised tutor, so to speak, a one-on-one teacher. It makes teaching more personal to each student without the teacher having to be there individually for each student. A teacher can post the most commonly asked questions and update any questions that students have, so all can see and everyone's questions are fully answered. Students have been given the ability to create in a way that there have never ever been in times past. Bloom's taxonomy indicates that when students put their mind to creating an assessment, rather than just recalling facts, explaining ideas and concepts, and using information in your situation, it greatly helps their attention level and overall learning. Technology has allowed the fast food of learning to be achieved and for learning to come alive and become meaningful where textbooks and traditional styles of teaching have failed and have not made the content relevant. One study done at the University of Florida in Animal Sciences Department showed the flipped classroom teaching environment on student learning gains in an Introduction to Equine Science course. Students were asked to view 7.5 hours of recorded lectures divided into 8 learning modules, take online quizzes to enforce lecture viewing, take 3 in-class exams, and prepare to participate in active learning during scheduled class times. Active learning approaches included individual activities, paired activities, informed small groups, and larger group activities, all with the use of ICT. When compared to students in the traditional lecture format in earlier years, students in the flipped format scored higher on all 3 exams, with both formats taught by the same instructor. Analysis of ACT scores demonstrated no intellectual capacity differences between the student populations. So, technology has a dramatic effect in the flipped classroom, and these are just some of the ways that the tools and capabilities of ICT are changing the landscape of learning in the 21st century.